This sounds fake, but it's 100% true. Octopuses have 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to the gills, and the main heart sends it through the body. But here's the crazy part. When they swim, that main heart actually stops. That's why octopuses prefer crawling. And their blood, it isn't red, it's blue. That's because it uses copper, called hemocyanin, instead of iron. So next time you go for a jog, be thankful your heart doesn't clock out on you.
This happens only once in a blood moon. On September 7th to 8th, a total lunar eclipse lit up the sky as a blood moon. Earth's atmosphere filters sunlight, scattering blue light and letting red light wrap around to color the moon. That's why it glowed bright red. No mystery, just physics. And while some say eclipses are omens, it's really just cosmic optics, making one of nature's most epic nighttime shows.
An anime game made fans break the internet by sending grass. Haru Urara was a real Japanese racehorse, famous not for winning, but for losing all 113 races she entered. Yet, she became a symbol of perseverance. In the Uma Musume Pretty Derby game, fans were so moved they donated over 2.5 metric tons of $40 ryegrass to the farm, crushing the donation site. Her anime character even sports band-aids on her design to reflect that keep-going spirit.
What if your favorite artist could release a song after they're gone? AI voice cloning isn't sci-fi, it's already being used. Some estates of late musicians have signed deals allowing unreleased AI voice tracks to be made. These tracks are crafted by trained models using old vocals with estate approval. The goal? To let fans hear new songs in the style of the original artist. Whether they enjoy it will be debatable. There's a Roblox game where people are crying over memes. It's called Steal a Brain Rot. Players buy or steal brain rots, characters from the Italian brain rot meme, that produce income over time. What makes it wild? Kids get really upset when someone steals their brain rot, and people post those reactions everywhere. And here's the kicker. Steal a Brain Rot hit over 20 million concurrent users. Yes, a meme game is pulling numbers like some 8AA titles.
This food fact sounds fake, but it's true. Honey never spoils. Ever. Archaeologists found pots of honey in Egyptian tombs that were over 3,000 years old and still safe to eat. Thanks to its low water content and natural acidity, bacteria just can't survive in it. So that expiration date? Basically, just decoration.
Ever wonder why we call them sneakers? In the 1800s, most shoes had hard leather soles that clomped on the ground. Then rubber soles came along. They were so quiet that people said you could sneak around without anyone hearing you. That's how sneakers got their name.
Sharks are older than trees. Sharks have been swimming in Earth's oceans for over 400 million years. The first trees didn't show up until about 350 million years ago. That means sharks were here 50 million years before trees existed.
Did you know Demon Slayer uniforms actually mean something? In Demon Slayer, each character's Haori, their jacket, isn't just for style. The patterns are based on traditional Japanese designs, and they reflect the character's personality or past. Tanjiro's green and black checkered pattern, for example, is a symbol of growth and prosperity. Small details, big meaning.
Did you know bananas are actually radioactive? That's right. Bananas contain a natural isotope called potassium-40. It's slightly radioactive, but don't worry. You'd have to eat millions of bananas in a short time to feel any effect. Scientists even use something called the banana equivalent dose as a fun way to explain radiation levels. So next time you eat a banana, remember, you're technically eating radiation. Crazy, right?
Did you know soccer nets used to be made of baskets? In the early days of soccer, when goals were first introduced, the net was nothing like the woven mesh we use today. They used the wicker baskets to catch the ball. Yes, a real basket. Later, when nets replaced baskets, it made goal scoring cleaner, helped referees see clearly, and changed how the game looked forever.
McDonald's once tried to make bubblegum, broccoli. In 2014, McDonald's tested broccoli that tasted like bubblegum to get kids to eat healthier. The idea sounded fun, but when kids tried it, they got confused by the flavor. Instead of helping, it just left them scratching their heads, so the experiment failed and was never added to the menu.
Tetris was so addictive in the 1980s, it was almost banned. When Tetris spread across Russia, people couldn't stop playing. It got so bad that workers were skipping their jobs just to keep stacking blocks. Officials thought it was hurting productivity, and at one point, They even considered banning the game.
Sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins. Here's something wild. Dolphins can hold their breath for about 10 minutes. But sloths, by slowing their heart rate, they can last up to 40 minutes underwater. That's 4 times longer than a dolphin.
NASA engineers once used Lego bricks to design rockets. In the 1970s and 80s, some NASA teams used Lego bricks to quickly model spacecraft layouts. It sounds like child's play, but it actually helped them visualize structures and test ideas before building prototypes. Even today, some engineers still use LEGO sets for brainstorming because they're cheap, flexible, and spark creativity.
The roar of Jurassic Park's T-Rex wasn't a dinosaur at all. To create the sound, designers combined recordings of a baby elephant's squeal, a tiger's growl, and an alligator's rumble. Layered together, they made the terrifying roar that shook theaters in 1993.
Did you hear? Some claim the rapture would happen September 23rd to 24th. But here's what's true. Early 2025, a pastor named Joshua Malakala said he had a vision that Jesus would return on September 23rd or 24th, triggering the rapture. The prophecy went viral on TikTok and across social media, but no evidence has appeared that something supernatural happened. This isn't new. Over decades, multiple groups, like the 1992 Dummy Mission, have made similar predictions, all of which failed. It's a reminder to not just believe blindly anything you hear, especially on the internet.
Ketchup was once sold as medicine. In the 1800s, a doctor named John Cook Bennett claimed tomato ketchup could treat indigestion and even diarrhea. He even sold ketchup in pill form, marketing it as a cure-all. Of course, it didn't really work, but it made ketchup popular as a condiment.
A group of flamingos has one of the fanciest names in nature. They're called a flamboyance. That's right, a flamboyance of flamingos. The name comes from their bright pink color and dramatic behavior when they gather in groups. Flamingos get that pink color from the shrimp and algae they eat. Without it, they'd actually be pale or white.
Our stomach replaces itself every few days. Here's why. Your stomach is full of acid strong enough to dissolve metal. To stop it from digesting itself, your body grows a brand new stomach lining every 3 to 4 days. Without this constant renewal, your stomach would literally eat itself from the inside. That's also why stomach ulcers can be so dangerous. They break through this protective lining. Follow Daily AI for more science facts that sound fake, but are true.